Welcome, Gemma 4, Frontier Multimodal Intelligence on Device. The Gemma 4 family of multimodal models by Google's DeepMind is out on Hugging Face, and you can go ahead and test it out today. So we have 4 models. The first is Gemma 4 effective 2 billion, where 5.1 billion with embeddings, but 2.3 billion with effective. It has a context length of 128. Gemma 4 E4B, which is a 4.5 billion effective, but 8 billion with embeddings. Then we have Gemma 4 31 billion dense model, which is a context window of 256, and Gemma 4 26 billion A4B, so activated 4 billion. It's a mixture of experts model with 26 billion parameters, and you can see only 4 billion is activated, thereby reducing the size and inference cost. So it is again 256K. Now you can go ahead and look at the checkpoints here. So if you go to Hugging Face, you can see that we have these models. The first is this model, the base model, and then we have IT, which is instruction tuned model. So let's go back to the post and try to understand what this model is. Now this model is very similar to Gemma 3, but again there are some differences that we can highlight. If you go to this interesting blog post or a comparison architecture by Sebastian, I'll put in the link. So what you can do is you can compare different models here. So if you choose Gemma 4 31 billion on the left as model A, Gemma 3 27 billion on the right as model B, then you can get a comparison of the difference between the architecture of the two models. So for example, Gemma 3 has only 128K context window, but Gemma 4 has 256. The number of parameters are different. Again, the layer recipe is different. The KV cache is different. So 840 kilobyte is the KV cache for the new model here. He has painstakingly put all this on this diagram. You can see that how the architecture is of this new model Gemma 4. So we have the embedding dimension of 5376. So the input text goes here. It goes to the normalization layer, which scales down and normalizes the input so that there is no very large numbers and very smaller numbers. And then we have this next layer of post normalization. Before that, we have this attention heads, and then we see that we have 32 attention heads here, 4 keys and value heads, and then it goes to the post normalization. After that, it goes to the feed forward layer. The feed forward layer is again composed of GELU activation, and you can see the input dimension is the same as that we used in the embeddings, 5376, and you can see that the intermediate dimension has increased because the number of layers in the neural network, or the number of neurons within the neural network, is more, so it goes to the tune of 21504 number of dimensions. And then again in the output we have the same dimension of 5376. So here as well we normalized it, pre-normalized and the post-normalized here, and then we do a final normalization again, and then we get the output layer from a vocabulary size of 262K number of words, or chunks of words. It uses rope context window of 256K tokens, and you can see that it has the one that we discussed, this 32 attention heads, and feed forward layer like this we have 60 layers. So this is the complete architecture. I would really give a shout out to Sebastian for making this so easy to understand in visual context. If you compare this with Gemma 3, you can see the differences. You can just compare it side by side. He has also given the differences here as well. You can go ahead and try to compare all these models. Huge shout out to Sebastian. Next, let's go ahead and see the capabilities. So one interesting thing is that we saw in our test that Gemma 4 supports comprehensive multimodal capabilities out of the box. We don't know what was the training mix, but we had success in it for tasks such as OCR, speech to text, object detection, and pointing, which is really great. So you can go ahead and check up with this notebook as well, which will help you to run the codes in a Python notebook. We have so many different integrations and so many open source tools. Especially we're going to look at Ollama. You can go ahead and start with Ollama and OpenWebUI. That will be done in this video. Just hold on. But you can see the performance, GUI detection. You can see that it asked to find the button here, this view recipe button, and you can see that all these models was able to find these buttons, this button here. Really great. Object detection to detect a cycle. All the models passed. Multimodal thinking and function calling. So this is the website it was given, and we asked it to generate with the code, so it coded this one, which is really great. You can check up with the inference code here as well. You can get this inference code and run it for yourself, but it has video understanding as well, and it's really great. So we can see that smaller Gemma 4 models can take in videos with audio, while the larger ones can take in videos without audio. While the models are not explicitly post-trained on videos, they can understand video both with and without audio. That's really great. Now we can see that captioning, the captioning works as well for all the models. Audio question answering, really cool. Tool usage is another thing that you can use. So multimodal function calling, you can use tool use. You can deploy it anywhere, especially with the zero-day integration of model on transformers on tools like Ollama, LM Studio, Llama CPP, MLX, Mistral RX, and we can also even go ahead and fine-tune this model. Of course, very specific use cases that you need to go for fine-tuning, because this model is already good and you can go ahead and use this. But if you really like to fine-tune, you can go ahead with Vertex AI, or you can go ahead with Onslaught Studio. I've already created a video. You can watch this video to go ahead and try Onslaught Studio and how to get everything set up, how to make your data set ready, and how to fine-tune your models. Everything I've explained on that video, you can go ahead and check. Right now we can go ahead and try this. So look at the benchmarks. We can see that it's really great. We have a more good comparison here. So you can see that benchmark Gemma 4, Gemma 4 26 billion, then effective 4 billion, effective 2 billion, and this was the older model, Gemma 3 27 billion. You can see that it's a huge leap when considered with respect to Gemma 3. So you can see in the GPQ Diamond, it's 84 compared to 42, almost double, or to 76 compared to 16, almost 5 times. So you can see that in all these benchmarks, it's really doing a great job. Now it's up to us to go ahead and use it and see if it really is what it claims to be. But of course, it's better than Gemma 3 based on the test that I've done. Are we going to use it on our real system in our projects? That's a different question we can go ahead and answer ourselves. But right now, I'm going to show you how to use it on your system. Of course, if we want to run this 31 billion model, we need a 20 GB size. We need a GPU that can hold that much, plus some more to get that inference done. So the best thing that I can do right now is, I cannot show it on my PC, but I can definitely show you on RunPod. You can go ahead and check out the link in the description for RunPod. These are very stable GPUs. I would say cheap, but not that cheap, but again, very stable. So in that, what I've started is a Pro 4500. Now, in order to deploy anything like this, just go here and just again take any of this. Look at the GPU size here. We need a 20 plus GB. So I'm thinking of going with a 32 GB. Like, so let's go ahead and see this. Let's open up this one, 48 GB VRAM, and then I can click on edit. Then I can increase the size of the container disk. This is a permanent one, which we actually don't need. I'm going to export some ports here. I'm going to export one more, 8005, because this is where our OpenWebUI is going to run. Now I can click on set overrides and I can click on deploy on demand. So this will start up my pod and make everything ready. While this is ready, I'm going to take you to this GitHub repo of mine. Yeah, this GitHub repo of mine where I've pasted one code here. So if you try to understand this code, the first code will be to update and upgrade our Linux environment. And then we install these Z standard library, which is required for installing this ollama.com from the source file. Then we start up this Ollama service and put the logs in ollama.logs, and we start all the messages, all the logs and all the errors are pushed in the same file, and then we start it as a background service. Then we install OpenWebUI as well. We export the Ollama base URL as this URL, because this is the URL in which Ollama will be serving. Then we start up a background service of OpenWebUI, and we are serving this in the port of 8005. We are saving all the logs in web.log, and we are starting as a background service. So you can take this command blocks, single command. If you go to the thing that we have started, a 40 here GPU, that cost me about $0.43 per hour. It's really good to show you everything instead of buying a very expensive laptop. So I'm going to go to Jupyter Lab here. So once we're in the Jupyter Lab, I'm going to change the theme to make it more beautiful. So once we're in the Jupyter Lab, I'm going to go to this terminal and paste in the command that we have copied. So this is the command. So apt get update, install Ollama, or start Ollama as a service, install OpenWebUI, or set this Ollama base URL as this URL. Then we start up OpenWebUI as a background service. And once we do this, it's going to get everything installed, and then we will be able to access the 8005 port that we have here and initialize or get started with OpenWebUI. So this is our port 8005. This will start as an HTTP service. So let's go back, and you can see that it's okay. So all the installations are done, and if you go back to RunPod, you can see that this HTTP service should be on at any moment of time. So you can see that this is ready. Now we can go to this HTTP service, and voila, you are on OpenWebUI. So you can get started and just put in your name. It doesn't matter anything, just password 1234. Just create an admin account, and right now you are in OpenWebUI. So let's go. So we can start chatting, but first of all, we need a model here. So let's go back, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to say clear first, and then I'm going to go to Ollama and look up the model that I want. I want to show you the highest one, biggest one. So this is Gemma 4, 31 billion. Go back and run Ollama. You can say run, or you can say just pull and put in this model of Gemma 4, 31 billion. You can check up the downloading speed. It's 1.4 Gbps, which is really great. I don't get such speed at my local network. So therefore, I use RunPod. It's so easy and so fast to get started. You can see how I was able to run the pod instantly, download this model, OpenWebUI, and test it on my own terms. You can go ahead and test on the Hugging Face because they have given some inference, but again, that will be slow. You will be on the pipeline. You need to buy the Pro so that you can get priority access. Since it's an open source, I don't need to do this. I can schedule my own time and try it when I need it. So now we can go ahead and look at the OpenWebUI, and there you'll be able to select a model. But just refresh it once. We can see that we have the model here, Gemma 4, 31 billion. Now I can go ahead, explain options trading here, and ask it to generate. So you can see that it was able to read or give me the output here, the two types of options, call option, put option. It's giving me the output in this beautiful way. So we uploaded the largest model, You can see the output is pretty good. Now we can go ahead, and what I'm going to show you is one image input. So for example, I want to upload this file, uploading this hosting.png, and what is this? So I've uploaded one thumbnail of mine, of my videos, and just ask it to explain. So you can see that this is a YouTube thumbnail for a technical tutorial. It's designed to attract developers and entrepreneurs who want to build and launch their own software. The goal is deploy fast, and it's overall a very good summary of this thumbnail. Now, another thing that I asked it was this one. So this is one of the Anthropic leaks, source code exposed. This is one video that I have made. You can check out this video here. But this was the thumbnail, and I asked 31 billion model to see this, and it classified as a clickbait thumbnail. It does look like a clickbait because who would expose a .map file? But again, Anthropic got exposed. You can check out this video. But this is again a very good explanation of this. Now, maybe you can try with the object detection one once. Let's go ahead and try the object detection. So let's put my logo here. Let's say this logo. And you spot the eagle here. So you can see that the eagle is a large stylized bird in the center of the image with its wings spread and perch on top of the prompt engineer text. It's really great. And then I ask, can you circle the eagle? So the point is this 339,511, and you can go ahead, and if we plot this, you're going to get some outputs like this where we get this border here. Cool. So you can go ahead and check out this amazing model, Gemma 3. Gemma 3N was really good. Gemma 4, it's an improvement over Gemma 3 with 256, a mixture of experts, optimized for small devices. You can go ahead and run this on any device, starting from your mobile phones, on any Linux VPS, on your Windows system, Mac, anything. It's amazing. So if you are using Gemma 3N or Gemma 3, you can go ahead and safely replace that with Gemma 4 to unlock different capabilities. So the temperature that you have to use is top P is 0.95, top K is 64. That will give the best output from these models. Also, we can even fine tune. If you want to see how it's done, you can check out this video on Unsloth. They have released Unsloth Studio to fine tune such a model. But again, great model from Google, and I'm really excited to test this out more and bring to you more videos. Stay ahead, stay subscribed. I will see you on this Unsloth one. Thank you.